Israel used all four tiers of its air defenses, and help from allies, to block Iran's mass drone and missile attack on Israeli territory on April 13, officials say. The Israeli and U.S. governments said a combination of air, sea and ground-launched missiles destroyed nearly all of the hundreds of weapons Iran sent toward Israel. U.S. Central Command, which oversees military operations in the region, said U.S. forces destroyed more than 80 drones and at least 6 ballistic missiles. Israel has been honing its air defenses since enduring Iraqi Scud missile salvos in the 1991 Gulf War, said Dr. Yehoshua Kaliski, a senior researcher at the Institute for National Security Studies in Tel Aviv. That work resulted in a multi-layered air defense network linked by central control nodes, he said. The outer layers are the Arrow 2 and Arrow 3 systems, designed to intercept ballistic missiles fired from thousands of kilometers away. The Arrow 2 is optimized for destroying missiles in the atmosphere, while the Arrow 3 can hit them while they are coasting in space. Both are meant to minimize the chance that warheads or payloads from the destroyed targets cause harm on the ground. David's sling provides the middle layer of protection, Kaliski said, and is meant to engage shorter-range ballistic missiles launched 100 km to 200 km 62 to 124 miles away. Developed and manufactured jointly by Israel's state-owned Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and the U.S. Raytheon Company, David's sling can also intercept aircraft, drones and cruise missiles. The final ring of protection comes from what is most likely the best known and most used of Israel's air defense systems, the short-range Iron Dome, which is optimized for destroying small, slow, unguided targets such as short-range rockets and drones, he said. Iron Dome was built to intercept the kind of low-tech rockets fired by the Palestinian Islamist movement Hamas in Gaza. Developed by state-owned Rafael Advanced Defense Systems with U.S. backing, it became operational in 2011. Each truck-towed unit can direct radar-guided missiles against short-range threats such as rockets, mortars and drones. A key part of Iron Dome is its control system's ability to discern what incoming targets pose a threat. If an adversary's rocket will land harmlessly, in an unpopulated area or in the sea, for instance, it will not be intercepted. That makes it ideal for saturation scenarios in which an enemy tries to fire so many missiles that not all of them will be shot down, said Uzi Rubin, a senior researcher at the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security. Its radar and battle management systems are designed to handle a huge number of targets simultaneously, Rubin said. Each launcher can fire its full load of 20 interceptors within 10 seconds or so. When Hamas began its attack on Israel in October 2023, it fired several thousand rockets into Israel, with a reported interception rate of about 90%. Rafael says that over the course of its service, Iron Dome has intercepted thousands of targets. The company says it delivered 2 Iron Dome batteries to the U.S. Army in 2020. Ukraine is seeking the system to protect cities in its war with Russia, but Israel has so far only provided Kyiv with humanitarian support and civil defense supplies. How it works. Iron Dome was originally billed as providing city-sized coverage against rockets with ranges of 4 to 70 kilometers, 2.5 to 43 miles, but experts say this has been expanded as the system has been improved over time. The systems work to create a protective space above Israeli towns and settlements. Any incoming projectile determined to be a threat can be targeted. The mission of shooting down numerous cheap, low-end threats means Iron Dome's interceptors must also be inexpensive. Each Tamir missile costs about $50,000, Kaliski said, which is low relative to a multi-million-dollar Patriot missile. The price of not stopping an incoming threat must also be factored in, said Ankit Panda of the US-based Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. It's not that Iron Dome is a 100% effective capability, but you have to consider the alternative, of much more damage from enemy rockets, he said. The high rate of fire, especially during a full-blown conflict, puts a strain on the ammunition supply of any air defense system, Kaliski said. That is why saturation attacks are an attractive tactic, and why countries must stockpile air defense missiles, he added. It's a problem with any type of ammunition, he said. You have to prepare in advance. You have to prepare for that kind of attack. Israel does not publicize the number of Tamir interceptors it produces or stockpiles. It also does not disclose the number of missiles fired by its air defense systems, although Kaliski said Iron Dome is designed to fire 2 missiles at each target. The layers of defenses and the use of systems tailor-made for Israel's specific situation make Iron Dome especially potent, Panda said. Israel I think has the most effective missile defense solution for the threats it faces as a country, he said. It's been pretty well established that Iron Dome has a concept of operation that is incredibly effective.